Okay, so for outreach, it's kind of the usual reports on the conferences that we've been to promote the Mount West Digital Library. I'm just picking up from this new year, 2019, up to current, I suppose. So we did participate in Roots Tech 2019. It was over last weekend of February, early March. And we shared a big booth area with the State Archives and State History, which was kind of a unique situation. Ray Gifford, who was the outreach person at State Archives, had arranged for all that. And so that was a great experience, and we had 380 contacts. It was down from the previous year where we had 488. We are debating whether to participate in the upcoming Roots Tech next year, because the price even for a shared booth would be $900 just for the Mount West Digital Library. So that's just kind of that budget thing that Kinza has to decide. Mm-hmm.
I do have an item, though. Our grand plans, which did start under Ray and continues under our new outreach person, Lauren, as much as possible, is that we wanted to create a repository row, right, especially the smaller institutions that aren't doing like their own library booth. And so if you want to join, it'll drive down the cost for everyone.
But I think that price of $900, that was based on four? Okay, yeah, so
you just get some more, and that can be, maybe
an institution.
You just bring promotional literature or something, or just have a person there part of the time. Mm-hmm. Like, it's all open. And it's a really good, we did not have a good location this last year, because all of our numbers were
This
down.
year we have a much better
the back
location.
Wall, and but we're now in the middle of things, really close to the big sponsors. And that's why it's so pricey, because
right,
we have a peninsula where we can just spread out across 4 booths worth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it is definitely
kind of
better.
Putting out that invite.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. It is a better location, and it is a great opportunity to reach out and talk with people. Naturally, most of them are, very interested in genealogy. They have very specific genealogy questions, which are very well answered by State Archives. And anyway, that's still to be decided. Kinza will make the final decision on that. But if we decide to go ahead and do it, I'll be getting a request for participation from me. So we did participate in ULA, which again we've been at for I don't know how many years. And so I'm starting to wonder, maybe we've just saturated the market. Our interactions were way, way down. So in one way, that's great. People know who we are. They're using us already. People come by the booth and say, "Oh, you guys are great. I use you all the time." So there's less brand new audience. So that could account for the numbers being down. Upcoming events, we, I believe, are going to participate in BYU's Conference on Family History and Genealogy, which is coming up the end of July. So again, you'll be hearing from me to ask for volunteers to staff the table. That will go over 3 days. The Utah History Conference is always a great place to present at. That will be coming up in September.
Where
and
is that this year?
It's at the Cultural Center out in West Valley City. It's a really nice venue. Mm-hmm. And I usually go to the Utah Conference for the Social Studies, which is aimed at junior high and high school social studies teachers, and there's lots of student teachers there. That's usually on a Saturday, held in Sandy at one of the middle schools, and that's always really fun. Last year we participated in the Great Basin Anthropological Association for the first time, and it was a brand new audience to us. We felt like we didn't have huge numbers, but we felt like since we were reaching a new audience, that it was really worthwhile. We had enough people come by and talk to us and contacts made that I followed up on afterwards. So I believe it's going to be held at Utah State University this coming year. I don't have, their website does not have that information yet, but that's usually in the fall, September, October. So we'll be looking out for that. Again, as Kinza mentioned earlier, the people at Mount West Digital Library are really thrilled to help us promote our digital collections. So contact them to request promotional activities and help from them. They'll do, lots of things for you. I think, she sent around that sign-up sheet where you could sign up for a couple of months where you want to be contacted for a promotional activity. So we should all take advantage of those. I include myself because those are great ways that can help promote an activity or a special conference or something that's going on at your place that you're going to use your digital collections at. So let them help. They're there and willing to help. So one thing I wanted to mention was statistics. I want to find out whether a promotional event helps our collection statistics go up. I tried on my own collections at UVU to measure, what was on the report that Andrew sends out to see, what was the numbers of the usage numbers on a particular collection at UVU before our conference, and then what were they afterwards. And I forgot to bring my my little cheat sheet with me with my numbers, but I do remember that 2 of our collections did show an increase of use over after, I think it was after the Roots Tech, I went back and looked. And so I don't have any hard data to prove that that was the reason, but it could be. So, who's to say that it's not? So anyway, I think that I'm hoping that the promotions help. They do definitely get us contacts, names of people and contacts that we follow up with. We've gotten new collections that way. We've met, new partners. And so we'll just, continue and, again, be looking out for requests for volunteering at some of the tables and conferences coming up. So thanks. Anybody have any questions or suggestions?
And by the way, I wanted to thank everyone so much for always volunteering. When
Yes.
Catherine sends out that message, people sign up. I think they really like her.
It's not me. It's not me. It's the Mount West Digital Library.
So I know Liz has often been there.
Yeah, I've got names up there
Been
too
Yeah, they're
for the people that have volunteered for these past few conferences. So shout outs to Scott and Kinza and Teresa and Lindsay and Ray, who's moved on to, I think, New Hampshire, yes. Ken Rockwell, Shar Newbold. So thank you all. And lots of people really helped out. Okay, Teresa.
Okay, so thank you first of all for all the stuff you do, because it's amazing. And in looking at this and thinking who's in the room, I think it might seem like it's all very Utah-centric things. And I was wondering, do you track, and do other people who are in other states do things at their local conferences? I haven't heard of any, so that's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I do not track.
Okay.
I was just thinking it would be interesting, or, for Nevada, we have our NLA this fall, and it's in Reno, so it'd be really easy for us to set up a booth. And so do you have swag that you can send out?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
actually, sorry, I was not here for
Yeah.
part of your meeting, but I usually say this. We have, in the Get Involved page from our website, we have links to promotional material, so you can print out bookmarks and postcards. We can also send you stuff if you let us know if you're going to a conference, so that is one way you could, as an extension of MWDL, and you are part of that, while you're going on your conferences, you have a limited budget to help us spread the word and let people know of the great resources that we have. And of course, again, we can always promote for you for an event that's coming up on your end. Right now we have bookmarks, and that's all that we really have.
Bookmarks and postcards.
Postcards.
And some flyers.
And lots of flyers.
Flyers.
And the postcards are beautiful.
They're really beautiful.
Thank you, and they have, part of them were designed, a few of them were designed by Avalon Snell, who's no longer with us.
Right.
And then the new ones are being designed by Keegan Joe White. He's our creative person in the department, so.
Yeah, good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm always sending suggestions.